What is the most gruesome murder in history? Well, that's up for debate, but this case certainly ranks up there with the worst of them. This is the Black Dahlia. It was the early hours of January 1947 when a young woman's body was found lying on an apartment balcony in Los Angeles. Her name was Elizabeth Short, and she was a model. At some point during the night, she'd been brutally attacked and cut almost in half. Whoever had done this had also removed her arms and legs, which were never recovered. The killer or killers had then placed her torso in a vacant apartment and, with surgical precision, sliced her mouth from ear to ear, creating a ghastly grin. Because of the similarities between this crime and the 1888 Jack the Ripper murders in London, the press dubbed this new killer the Black Dahlia. But who was responsible for this gruesome murder? And what had possessed them to do such a thing? After the story broke, hundreds of people came forward claiming to have information about the case, but many of their stories were likely fabricated. After all, this was before Photoshop and the internet, so the only way to get famous was to do something heinous in real life and then tell the press all about it. Eventually, though, police found someone who'd actually seen Short on the night she died. His name was Mark Hansen, and he told police that he'd seen Short leaving the Biltmore Hotel with two men. He couldn't remember their faces, but he did recall that one of them was short with red hair and the other was tall with a mustache. With these descriptions in hand, police began searching for the men, but it soon became clear that they were looking for a needle in a haystack. There were dozens of short, red-haired men in Los Angeles and dozens more with mustaches. But they weren't looking in the right place anyway, because these two men didn't just walk into the ocean and disappear. They'd gone to great lengths to cover up their tracks, like destroying the clothes they were wearing and burning them in a furnace. Yeah, seriously. They literally went to a gas station, bought some gasoline, and set those clothes on fire. You can't make this up. And so the search continued without any solid leads. Then out of nowhere, a man named George Hodel came forward and confessed to being one of the killers. He even gave police a detailed account of the murder, but he wasn't short or red-haired, and he didn't have a mustache. In fact, he looked nothing like the witness described, so how could he possibly be the killer? Well, it turns out that George Hodel was actually quite tall, and his father was the man with the mustache. Maybe that's why he confessed. But whatever the reason, he stuck to his story until the day he died. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment and hit that like and subscribe button.